it's amazing how much we don't really know the history that we think we know. You know, we've been told something through our time, and we just take it as gospel. For example, you know, we always have been taught that Bigfoot just a big, hairy, ape-like creature.
Who fought the $6 million man?
Exactly, and had a cool ass pimp walk.
Yeah, he did.
He had swagger, man. I'll give you that much. You know,
Get that goddamn camera off me, bitch.
yeah. You looking at?
It's hot out here.
Don't make me come over there. Yeah. And also, we've been taught, in addition to that, look, he might be cool, might got swagger, but he's dumb as fuck too. What y'all doing out here?
Where my Slim Jim?
Get out my yard.
Y'all like my new hairdo?
Y'all ain't supposed to be up in here.
I was like somebody's old confused ass grandfather.
What y'all doing up in here?
This is my room.
This private property.
Meet Mr. Link.
You know, like missing link.
Wait, I don't get it.
Throughout time, we learned, like, look, he ain't dumb. All right, he ain't stupid. He ain't dumb.
He might be big.
He might be big, and he might be kind of goofy.
That's outright bribery.
That's Harry and the Hendersons, which I've never seen.
Oh, really?
It's actually an enjoyable movie.
Really?
Yeah.
It is.
Because I was like,
It's got a touching ending as well.
because I was just kind of like, damn it, is it like that? That's crazy. You know, he likes to have he don't want to hurt nobody. Just likes to have a good time like anyone else. You know, he's even gentle, kind. And now, with more information coming out, we've learned that he's also not only kind, but polite, actually kind of smart. Can read and write.
Mm-hmm. Knows more than
Knows
you.
more than me, definitely, man.
I mean, you. I mean, just with the general you.
No, I know. I'm an asshole, and I'm books.
I ain't say all that. That's you saying that.
I am the beast right here. Meanwhile, Bigfoot this whole time has been civilized. The only thing that's wrong with him is that, you know, I got all these manners. I'm so polite, but I got nobody to share these manners with. I'm lonely. And, you know, there's one guy out there who just wants to exploit Bigfoot for his own personal gain, for his own fame. Funny enough, though, that might be the only guy that can help Bigfoot find his cousin.
Find his people.
Find his peeps out there. Find his cousin out there. Let's go ahead and take a look at this trailer for Missing Link, and we'll be back with our review.
You might be a little too heavy.
Nonsense. Now, give it all you've got.
It's hard to know whose fault that was. Let's do it again.
Charming. That Bigfoot. Who would have known? After they do this setup here, where you see Sir Lionel Frost, played by Hugh Jackman, where you see him going after another mythical creature, which is a kind of a nice action set piece in the film.
I loved it.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
That opening, it's so funny. It's so full of energy and the action and everything. And
Yeah.
him and his sidekick, I was like, oh man, I'm digging these two.
Yeah, you were digging him. No, actually, him and his sidekick, they make in the movie, they make a great team. Until the sidekick lets you know that Sir Lionel is an asshole. And he's like, and I don't want nothing to do with you no more, man. See, this dude is Sir Lionel is out for nobody but himself. Look, look, there are worse people out there, and he could be a lot meaner. And he's actually, he's
I mean, yeah, of the people he hangs with, he's the nicest.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make him good.
No. He's just, you know, he's got that British charm. You know, he can kind of persuade you to do certain things. Do you realize you're being conned? Mm-hmm. This man don't mind getting you killed.
Right.
You be chewed.
Good show, Dean. Let's try it again.
Getting chewed up by a beast. They're like, bravo, chap. Keep him there. Coming. And meanwhile, the guy's like, you know, this and Martin is right. The only thing that makes Sir Lionel not a complete asshole, is that he wants to join an organization, a club
of adventurers,
full of bigger assholes,
the biggest, most colonialist assholes that Britain ever produced.
Who just sit? It's just a bunch of old blubbering British white dudes in a room just talking about how they are better than everybody else.
Yeah, bragging about their past glories. And the animals they shot.
Yeah. They said, just sit in a room. You ain't shit. It's kind of like, man, well, you want to join this?
And then I aimed my gun at the blighter and blew his head off. Yeah. All right, man.
All right, Alan Quartermain, take it easy.
Yeah. And then I said, Darky, scrub my tires.
Savage beast.
Yeah.
His name was Jerome.
He had the cheek to tell me to go myself.
You didn't serve my tea. I see you hanging from a tree.
Balderdash and poppycock.
Just sit in the room doing that
Tommy
all day. Ain't doing nothing. Nothing. Just sit in the room.
Just holding court, telling stories.
Lying half the time.
Yeah.
I tell you, man, it was one step closer to me going like, man, I got to write that Commander McBride movie.
So I was at the strip club, and all the hoes wanted to go home with me.
But of course, I couldn't take them all. I didn't want to hurt anyone's feelings, so I respectfully declined them all.
So I only walked out with 5. But you almost feel for him because he, that's the thing with him, man. What he does is that he's doing it because he really is good at what he does. Mm-hmm. I like this character because he's good at what he does, and luck just is just not on his side. All his discoveries just he's not able to bring back proof, but he's done more than all these other people.
Yeah, more than all of them.
Yeah, and that's why he's looking for approval. Proof. It's not like he just wants to be in the room with them. He's like, look, I've done a lot of adventuring. I found a lot of things that you old mother seen that y'all ain't been able to do.
Well, then prove it.
Yeah.
Where's your proof, sir?
Yeah, and you kind of feel for him, even though he's not a good guy. It's in the movie is actually good, which is also kind of a bad thing because while I say good, I don't think it's anything that anybody's gonna be rushing out to see.
No,
it's nothing that. Listen, that's the problem. It's not really great with the promotion that they're putting out there, and honestly, the movie's not really that. It's not great. The movie's good. It's good, but it's not great. But and something with this, it's never slow. It's got some steady chuckles up in there. Always a laugh around the corner. But it's a simple A to B story, and the characters that you have in here. Like I said, you do like them. Hugh Jackman is great as the voice. I mean, it's nothing like he's not getting too crazy with it. It's not too overbearing. He's just playing. He's playing a character.
You look drunk.
You gotta take the picture, mate.
Yeah, music man.
Hey, is that your wife behind you, huh?
And Zach Galifianakis turned it way down. I didn't even know that was him to the end.
Well, that's the thing, man.
I thought it was Patton Oswalt for a second.
I did too.
I often get those confused. I kept thinking it was Zach Braff.
Well, that's what you got to consider here, man. Like you have Hugh Jackman, who is good, but his character is really is like all these characters, including Zoe Saldana. Like his character is just that British cad that throws out a little charm, and you grow to eventually like him. But other than that, nothing too much beyond what we've seen before. Zoe Saldana she's just doing a Selma Hayek impression.
Yeah, 'cause I thought it was Selma Hayek when you showed the trailer.
She plays Adelina, a character who has somewhat of a past with Sir Lionel, and you know something, when you see those two together, like it's really there's moments that these characters have very good chemistry together. There are moments, small moments with Adelina and Sir Lionel, because they were times, so she's always putting him in his place.
Yeah.
She's always, letting the air out of him, and that's fun to see because he is such a boisterous character, man. Even if he's got bragging rights, you don't mind seeing him taking down a peg or two.
Sure,
but you're right, man. It's Zach Galifianakis, man, who really does a lot for this film. Because I'm with you, man. I did not know that was Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah. To play it down that much.
Yeah, when Zach Galifianakis plays the Yeti, the Bigfoot or whatever, the Sasquatch who goes by Susan, and he's the one that really won me over, man. You know, it's funny because it took him being a cartoon to settle his ass down. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that he's in.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find it. And just in case somebody out there does not know for what reason, I don't know why, but just in case you don't know who Zach Galifianakis is.
It's funny because he does often when he does voice work sound like Patton Oswalt.
Mm-hmm. When he settles down.
I thought that was him in I think it was Puss in Boots when he was Humpty Dumpty, and I kept thinking it was Patton Oswalt, and then that was Zach Galifianakis.
No, if Zach Galifianakis as a human being is more cartoonish than any of these cartoons that he plays. Mm-hmm. Shit, I wish he'd just stay that way.
You know, he about to do something right there. Yeah. That picture.
Looking like a Yeti right now.
Let me come over there.
Yeah.
Nah, you know, he really won me over in this, man. He was the one that he's the one that, because it's not that he's just, kind of playing it more restrained. It's also that Susan, the Yeti, he's just so sweet-natured, man. Mm-hmm. He really is very nice. He really is somebody. He really is somebody that you just kind of want to see. You want to see nice things happen for him.
Right. And he's not that. Sometimes you have a character like that who they're sweet, but they're also big and knocking everything around, kind of like that Ferdinand.
Yeah.
Where you're just kind of like, listen, just sit your big ass down somewhere and stop moving. You're getting on my nerves. And his character's not like that.
No.
They could have easily have done that. They do it a little bit with some physical gags, but
not like the Baby Huey shit.
No,
right.
One of the, you might say he might just be just have a touch of dumb in him, but even
he's naive. He's been in the woods by himself.
Yes, that's it, man. He ain't had nobody. Mm-hmm. He ain't had no friends. Ain't nobody come by for a beer to see how he's doing. So he don't know how to. The fact that he just even knows how to be nice to people says a lot for him. And you just love this big dude, and like I said, man, it's just socially awkward because he's never been around anybody, which actually lends itself. And that's another thing. They play him like he's socially awkward, not stupid, not running around breaking things for a laugh. He does things you can almost excuse him for it because even those things are cute. Even when he's destroying things, it's cute.
Here, now throw this rope over the wall.
You're like, wait a minute, this mother. Did he just?
No. I know I should have been more specific. Yeah, he's like, God damn it, did I just tell him to throw it over? I should have known.
He read it.
He's looking like, that's on me. He's like, God damn it, he's been doing this all day.
He's like, I want to cuss his ass out so bad, but I can't say nothing.
Yeah, I know how he is.
And Bigfoot looking like, damn, I did good, didn't I? I threw it right over there.
It's moments like that. I was like, all right, this is Corey and Felix.
Oh yeah. Well, you know what, you say that, but that's where this comes in, man. This is a place where the movie really succeeds because this is classic buddy comedy. You know, this is pure vaudeville.
Yeah, it's classic buddy comedy, like pre-war movies buddy comedy.
Yeah,
because the thing is, I think the good and bad thing about it is that it has a lot of, like you said, a lot of jokes, chuckles all the way through. They're old classic jokes and gags, and if you like that or you miss that, it's great. And if you're like, oh man, this old shit, then I don't know what it's going to do for you.
I even think that, sometimes just going back to basics, the classics, that's pretty good. Because this is the buddy comedy, the classic duo that's on the level of the straight guy and the quiet buffoon. Not the one that's loud and acting crazy. This is Laurel and Hardy. If Hardy wasn't fat and had more charisma and if Hardy wasn't fat, he's the fat one, right?
Yeah.
If Hardy wasn't fat and had a little more charisma, if Laurel was a Bigfoot,
If Laurel was a Bigfoot.
It's like they're.
I know a Bigfoot when I see one.
Goonie goo goo.
Yeah, man. It's that if you like that kind of comedy, like Laurel and Hardy and things like that, then there's a lot of that through here.
Yeah.
And that's why it's kind of a movie that's there's not a lot going on beyond that. It's a lot more restrained.
And yeah, to that point, there's not a lot going on beyond that. I think it's really strong in the beginning. It's setting everything up, but it really had me, and I was just loving it to death. But about halfway through, I was like, all right, it's not like it's boring, but it's not doing anything new. It's not escalating. It's not getting better. We're just at a point where it is stabilized, and now we just have to go through, the prescribed steps to get to the end. Yeah. And it's like, man, I wish they had something planned, like a big finish, a big third act. I mean, they do. I mean, it's not like they get to where they're going and there's something there. But at the same time, I was like, even though it's here, it's still doing stuff that I've seen in plenty of other cartoons.
I don't mind that though, because this is Leica Studios. And is it Leica? Leica. And they're the studio that they're kind of like the anti-animated blockbuster animated film. They saw right here. They did Kubo and the Two Strings. They also did Coraline. All the movies, yeah. If you notice their movies, they don't try to have some big flashy. Maybe in some films, but sometimes they don't try to have like some big flashy climax. They try, or if they do, they try to end it on some kind of emotional level, or they try to make it have some kind of meaning. And this one, this is probably one of the quieter endings that they've had. It's a little bit of a typical blockbuster feel in there. This big showdown with the bad guys. It's in a high place. They're hanging on the edge of things, which is crazy. Even for a cartoon, this is crazy.
It's crazy.
Ain't no way no man gonna have a Bigfoot hanging on his legs and not ripping his legs out his socket
or his arms at the side.
Well, there's no way you're gonna hang on with your own body weight, let alone any other person's, just by your fingertips. And have somebody else on the rope fall.
Yank you still another person. How about a creature? That's 10 times your weight hanging on to your legs. You going down, man.
Yeah, all of y'all are going down.
Now, the best you can hope for is that Bigfoot's gonna break your fall. Give you some cushion.
I mean, in superhero movies or animated movies, they're gonna play with physics some. But they just took physics and went snap.
Yeah.
Give me that again.
Yeah.
Snap. There you go.
Give me.
It's like, look, even for a cartoon, it don't work. All right. It's kind of a cold movie too. First of all, everyone is shitty except for Susan.
Right.
Either everybody's kind of a bad person or everybody's got attitude. Major attitude. Only one you really like in here that's a really good person is Susan. But also, later in the movie, they just start killing people, man. And they just killing people just at random. There was one dude in this movie, they f***ed him up. And I looked at that and I was like, he didn't even do anything. He wasn't even a major character.
I know.
I was like, he wasn't bothering nobody.
I know.
And they got rid of his ass. It was a dude who was just kind of just standing, just looking. He's like, oh, fuck, no, wait a minute. I'm not even in front of this guy. Yeah, man. It was like, that guy felt bad about that. Like, he didn't do nothing.
Should have been paying attention. That's what happens.
Should have been hanging with them.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, like, it was a guy that got, like, if the police pulled everybody over, there's always that one guy who was never meant to be there.
Yeah.
That's true. It was that one night he came out to hang with these dudes.
They convinced
he didn't even know what they were doing.
He didn't want to come out that night.
That's what this dude is like.
Nah, come on out. Just a couple hours.
Woo! But besides the gentle humor that's in here and the classic, buddy comedy humor that's in here, that works for most of the part, even though the movie's not anything, awesome. But the animation, again, for Leica's out of this, it's amazing. It's out of this world, man.
Sure. No, they do more with stop motion than anybody. They've. I mean, it's clear they've taken the title from Aardman.
Yeah.
On this, and one of the cool things, if you do see this, is stick around for the end credits, just because it's a quick scene of them showing you how they did this one scene that you watch go by and just to see what went into it. It's like,
I love watching.
Wow,
see, I didn't even see that because
it's cool.
It's you look at this and at this point you're thinking that okay, they dropped stop motion, that just got too hard, and now they're doing CG because it's that smooth. And if you look at the part that you're talking about, if you go online and look up some B-roll or some behind-the-scenes footage that they do, you'll see, nah, man, it's all these 16-inch dolls that they have or stop-motion puppets they've made.
Oh, wow.
They made like 110 sets. They got these places, all different kind of locations. You know, it's
That scene they show how they have the real set, but also the part that they did with the computer just for the background.
yeah, because they do have rigs for the cameras and for the backgrounds. Yeah, they blended with CGI to get like a totally different look that you probably haven't seen ever before. That they kind of just do now. They say what you will about Leica Studios, but they give you movies. Maybe the stories aren't always great. Maybe for some people they really do love them. Some people love every movie that they put out because they do have their own way of telling stories. And I appreciate that. But you can say that no one's putting anything out that looks like what they do. And I sometimes I don't even care what the story is. I'm just going to look at the movie. And it does keep your attention through the whole film. It's not highly memorable. I mean, let's be honest. Ain't nobody looking for a missing link this weekend. That missing link gonna keep missing because ain't nobody trying to find it.
Hey, but you know the odd thing is that suddenly there's this glut of movies about Yetis. Because there was Smallfoot last year, then there's this movie, and then when we went to the theater just tonight, I saw a poster for another animated movie with a big Yeti on it called Abominable.
Well, maybe those will do better than this because they ain't going up leading to the Avengers. Ain't nobody. This is a snack leading up to the Avengers. This is just something to keep the kids quiet until that comes out. I ain't trying to talk bad about this. I'm not trying to wish anything bad on this movie. It's just that this is not going to be something that, it's already a movie that's good, not great. And it's not going to be, I don't know how well it's going to do, and I wish it would because it's a great looking film. But this is going to come and go, I believe. And it might find new life on video. But, and that's a shame because, for all the hard work they put in there, it is something I would recommend people to see. This is something that, while not highly memorable, the animation just left a lasting impression on me, and it makes everything fun. Whether you're looking at it, they got these nice small, jokes that just you may not get belly laughs at them, but you do get some nice chuckles out of it. I would give it a high matinee. I actually enjoyed it. Again, nothing that I think I'm going to. It's not going to be one of my go-to animated movies when I put something on. It's not something I can say I love, but I really do. I would like movies. I appreciate them, and this movie is very sweet. Not doing this thing where it's like, hey, we got this in joke for the kids that only the adults are going to get. Oh, we got these and then we're going to dumb it down for the kids themselves. No, they find a middle ground that works for everybody. And again, a lot of people aren't writing family films like that. So yeah, I wish I could go full price with it, but the story is just not. It's just not that exciting itself.
My two favorite things about this were the design. Production design overall, the character design, and the costume design.
Yeah.
Whoever worked on the costumes for each one of these characters, it's Oscar worthy with what they put into it. The other thing is the settings, the way they capture the Old West, the Wild West. It's about as authentic as Deadwood. I was just looking at little individual pieces. I was like, man, they really got that feel of one of these small towns that have been put up. And when they go into a bar, I was like, they really did their research on a lot of this. And then the Spanish Villa, and then when they get to Tibet, all that. It's like, man, I've seen so many other movies that were pure CGI where they had all the time in the world to make this happen, and they don't. They half-ass it. And these guys, they really threw all in. But again, the word you mentioned, I think is operable here, is that the movie's forgettable.
Yeah.
It's enjoyable while you watch it, but you just kind of know that when you step out, you may not remember it. A year from now, you'd be like, oh yeah, what was that movie with the Sasquatch? Within the first 20 minutes, I thought, oh man, this is going to get a full price. And then soon after, I was like, nah, it's not even going to get close to that. It's just a matinee. It's almost a low matinee.
All right then. Damn, Martin, they put a lot of work into this. You can't go. You can't just go matinee.
I praise them.
Man, boy, years of turmoil and work putting in this, don't for you to break them down.
Well, now they'll work harder on the next.
When they do the Loch Ness Monster movie. Look at you making it to the end of the video. You really like us. You know you want us to stick around, so hit that subscribe button. And if you really love what we do, then check out our main site, doubletoasted.com. Over there, you'll find a long-form version and an uncensored version of this video, along with the live streams that we do almost every night of the week. Support us at dtmerch.com, and remember to always stay toasty.